traveled far along this road and now I'm home. Shalom, shalom. In the love of God I am home. I am home. I am home. I have traveled far along this road and now I'm home. Shalom, shalom. In the love of God I am home.
Morning and welcome home to Unity, spirituality with open hearts and open minds. So thrilled you are all here today, and I invite you to just settle in. They say one of the greatest things you can do is to be part of a spiritual community if you want to live a life that has more joy and more peace and more happiness. So we are so blessed to have each other here in person and on Zoom as well. And so we give special thanks this morning to Mukesh, who's doing the camera. And because our beloved Kaya is home, she came down with RSV. So let's just open the service with sending Kaya a great big wave of love and blessings, and the healing angels are just taking care of her wonderfully. We love you, Kaya. All is well. And in knowing that, that's part of holding the light. And we begin each service with lighting the Christ light that is symbolic of the light of the world, the light in each of us and in all of humanity. Whether we can sometimes easily see it or not, it is always there. So let us sing, "Come Light, Light of God," and you at home light your candles now as well. Come light, light of God, give light to creation, enlighten our hearts and remain with your world. Come light, light of God, give light to creation, enlighten our hearts and remain with your world. So I take it all of you switched your clocks last night or this morning? Everybody here remembered. Isn't it strange to do that? Before we do our opening song, which is you're going to love, it's Rise Up, I wanted to tell you about my shirt today. Peace, yes. I took the dogs to the vet last week, and I thought, well, I'm down there, I'll get Lane some of the pastries he loves from downtown Poulsbo, thumbs up, and I went in my favorite little shop that's kind of right across from there, and I saw this, and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember that so well. And so I tried it on, and suddenly I was like 19 years old, getting ready to go meet Peace Pilgrim and go on a march. I was at TCU in Fort Worth, so there were only, I think, 6 of us in the peace movement. But we were very dedicated, and I wasn't planning on wearing it today. But when I woke up this morning early, of course early with the clocks changing, I got, you have to wear your peace symbol today. And I was like, okay, well, I think I've got a lot of other former hippies in here with me. And peace is certainly so profoundly needed in our world right now. So many places and so much suffering that if we could all embrace peace, we would change the world. And it begins within us, our homes, our communities, and expands out to include the whole world. And what I got this morning was if you all can unite in consciousness and change clocks You can unite in consciousness and change the world, bringing peace in. So this is a statement that you changed your clocks, we're changing our world. Agreed? Yes, yes. What? Oh, I came in this morning and I said, da-da, to show him what I decided to wear instead of my usual Sunday shirt. And the dogs barked and came running up like, who are you? I usually come in a little more quietly, but I was excited. So I invite you to stand and we're going to do Rise Up. And as we sing this, think about why you want to rise up, what light you want to hold, what peace you want to contribute to the world. Peace in our lifetimes. Yes.
I get up and there's a new day unfolding. I can make it dark, or I can make it bright. It's all about what my heart is holding. Everything shines when I hold the light. Well, I rise up and hand myself over to the power of love. I rise up and hand myself over to the power of love. I rise up and hand myself over to the power of love. I rise up and hand myself over to the power of love. Feel the joy of surrender. 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 I get up and there's a new day unfolding. I can make it dark, or I can make it bright. It's all about what my heart is holding. Everything shines when I hold the light. Oh, rise up and hand myself over to the power of love. I rise up and hand myself over to the power of love. Yeah, I rise up and hand myself over to the power of love. I rise up and hand myself over to the power of love. Feel the joy of surrender. 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 Here we go. I rise up and hand myself over to the power of love. I rise up and hand myself over to the power of love. I rise up and hand myself over to the power of love. I rise up and hand myself over to the power of love. Everybody rise up.
Woo! A song from Ron. Please be seated.
Talk about talent. Ron wrote that song, Rising Up. And how many years ago did we do those in tender circles? Hey, 7, 6, 7? So Teresa and I were part of a group. There was 8 of us. We're still together 7 years later, setting our intention and holding each other accountable. And one of the people in our group is an author. His name's Raman. Some of you may know him, some of you may not. I used to come here regularly, and he and Ray are still members of the church, although probably on Zoom. And I was reading something, I guess it was a Unity publication that came out. Anyway, November is the month for gratitude, Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. And so Raman passed me this book the other day that he wrote, and I was going through it casually. And here we go. Appreciation or gratitude? The main difference, oh, by the way, Raman thinks in rhymes. So if you ever talk to Raman, it'll be a rhyme that you get as a response. Undoubtedly, it happens all the time. Appreciation or gratitude? The main difference can be shown. It is gratitude requires another, whereas appreciation is on its own. Gratitude has a history. It infers a way once was, a past not having a condition that the present pleasantly does, but always owed to elsewhere, the universe, God, or a friend, a gift bestowed upon us, and that's where our thanks we send. Appreciation needs no past, nor to overcome anything. It's honoring something's value and just enjoying the noticing. Appreciation isn't about liking things to make them bigger, though finding value in anything, more of the same, it may trigger. More of the same, possibly, but that's not what I'm out to create. I find value in other things, so what's not to appreciate? I appreciate where I am and appreciate this knowing. I appreciate what's over there and look forward to my going. But here and now are perfect. I appreciate that order. I can enjoy both the coffee and the boiling water. I won't fall for the choice between health, wealth, or love. Appreciation includes all of the above. For all of this and so much more, I can only bow my head, grateful for what has passed my way, and appreciate all that may. Thank you, Raman. So as we step into this month of gratitude, thankfulness, also step into the month of just appreciating whatever comes in front of you. The daily word today is about transitions. And I was thinking about transitions in my life and this whole concept of appreciation and gratitude. I can appreciate a number of the transitions that I've been involved with. I am grateful for most of them. It took a long time to appreciate a couple of them. And yet, they probably had a bigger play on the path that I walked than the ones that I am totally grateful for. Transitions. I flow with life's changes. Looking at my image in a mirror, I see myself at times when my life was changing. I may see a grinning child who has lost a tooth for the first time, or a proud student on graduation day. Perhaps I recall ambitions as I embarked on my career. Maybe I feel a tinge of sadness revisiting the pain of a loss that I felt during one of my more difficult transitions. As I have grown spiritually, I have learned to flow with life's transitions. I know that Even during the most challenging times, God remains a constant presence. I know that. I will always be divinely protected and one in God with the people I have loved. Moving willingly and gratefully through my transition deepens and strengthens my awareness of God and of myself as a divine being. From Ecclesiastes, for everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. I flow with life's changes. May that be the way we walk through our days. And so it is. Amen.
So we now get to settle in at depth into that spiritual place that abides at the core of our being, where we are always and ever connected with the presence of the divine, with infinite support and a knowing that we never walk alone. Whatever life experiences we face, whatever challenges or blessings come, we abide in the presence of the divine always. And so let us settle in now into our inner sanctuaries, opening and being willing to let the outer fall away for a while and settle into that sacred place deep within.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, open-hearted, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I am a living sanctuary for you. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, open-hearted, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I am a living sanctuary for you.
Settle into this holy moment, feeling Mother Earth beneath your feet, Father Sky above your head, the beauty of the created world with all of its beings all around you, and you at the center, in a place of sanctuary and peace, of healing and wisdom, of possibility and new awareness, of the presence of abiding grace, the recognition of the presence of the divine in all things. And so take a moment and just allow this inner sanctuary to welcome you home, to infill and surround you with light, reminding you you are a beloved child of God and a keeper of the light in our shared world. Just settle into a moment of blessing with an open, receptive body, mind, heart, and soul. In this place of spirit, recognize the eternality of your soul and how the true essence of you transcends time and space. and that you can even do that in your embodied form. As you take now a moment and allow your soul to journey back through the arc of your life and notice blessings that were with you all along the way, and give deep and abiding thanks as you realize how blessed you have always been. And now shift your consciousness along that stream of time and space back to this moment, this time in the unfolding of your soul journey. Oh, and take a moment to recognize all of the blessings that surround you right now in ways that both you've already recognized and in some that may surprise you. Open in this sacred place to let the blessings be made known. And now, with continued gratitude and an open beingness, allow yourself to transcend time and space and move forward into that which is yet unfolding, an hour of which you actually had last night until you went to sleep. It's a reminder of how fluid time and space can be. And so send ahead of you an open spirit to notice all of the blessings yet to come. As Ben would say, unknown blessings already on their way. And now return to this holy moment and realize that of all the places you could have been, all the things you could have been doing this morning, this is where you chose to be and where your soul is both blessed and blessing. Bring yourself and your life exactly as it is into this holy moment, and bring with it all of the prayers that are yours this day for yourself and others and the spiritual family, our community, our nation, and our shared world. Bring your prayers now, and as you bring them into this holy moment, feel all of those around you in their inner sanctuaries lifting your prayers with you into the very arms of Spirit. Unity of Portents and packing. We add to these prayers all of those entrusted to the High Watch prayer chaplains. We bring into this moment Kaya, sending her a very special blessing of healing and loving support. We bring into this moment our upcoming Indian evening with a wonderful meal and music and a Diwali meditation service where each will receive a blessing of light. May this event hold the light and peace in our shared world, not only this coming Saturday, but for all the days yet to come. We unite with all of our brothers and sisters around the world who hold for peace this day. And as a blessing as you go forth, I gift you this day with an ancient prayer, the Aboan. This comes from the south of France, but originated in the land of Jesus. It's one of the early translations of the Lord's Prayer, held in the tradition of the Cathars and the Gnostics of the Church of Amour, the Church of Love. All Father, Mother, all one, of the all in the all. Holy and secret are your names. You live in activity and light. Let your desire be with mine, here now and in the all. Touch me, feed me with your astonishment to fulfill your desire. My surrender to you, the other and the all. Accept me that I am not yet whole, not yet fully connected to you. Forgive my hesitant effort to connect myself with you. And as I accept my fellow human, being unwhole and unhealed, let me accept. Lead me away from show and ignorance, and free me of what keeps me from the light. Because in you and from you is the light, the power, and the life, here, now, and forever, always. And so gather your life, knowing you go forth blessed and blessing, and truly beloved by this spiritual family. We go forth to each be a sanctuary for ourselves and others and our world. May we be beacons of light and peace. Sanctuary.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, open-hearted, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I am a living sanctuary for you. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, open-hearted, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I am a living sanctuary for you.
And so it is. Blessings to each and every one of you. I behold the Christ light, the divine spark in each and every one. And now a wonderful gift of special music, another song that's one of Ron's creations.
There's more to life of which I am learning, and that brought me to you. The day is bright when my love is burning. That's why I'm here with you. Everything rings true. Love is always new. Smaller than a mustard seed, larger than the universe. It's the waking up in me. It's the water and the thirst. Smaller than a mustard seed, larger than the universe. I try to tell you how I feel. On I go. Another new day's calling, and that brought me to you. When I feel you near, I'm not scared of falling. That's why I'm here with you. Everything rings true. Love is always new. Smaller than a mustard seed, larger than the universe. It's the waking up in me. It's the water and the thirst. Smaller than a mustard seed, larger than the universe. I try to tell you how I feel. There's more to life of which I am learning, and that brought me to you. That's why I'm here with you. Everything rings true. Love is always new. Love is always new. Love is always new. Love is always you.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, I love that. Isn't it great to have creative souls in our midst? Makes life so blessed in so many ways. And that's what this whole month is about. Feeling blessed and feeling a willingness to be a channel for blessings for other people. This month is all going to be about gratitude. And we actually did this series together called Living in Gratitude around Angelus Arian's book back in, 2019. That hard to believe. And we did this book, and I loved her book because what she did was each month there's an aspect of what gratitude is. And it's how to really live it and breathe it and embody it and realize what a universal truth and principle it is. And so this month I'm going to be going through the things that took us a year last time. So fasten your seatbelts. But I loved when I pulled it out as such a reminder of how important being in gratitude truly is. Meister Eckhart, one of my favorite mystics, said, if the only prayer you say in your whole life is thank you, that would suffice. Thank you. Gratitude. Because one of the things as I worked on this, I realized that the energetic field that gratitude is dissolves fear, it dissolves anger, it dissolves doubt, it opens you to joy and peace and possibilities. Being in gratitude, if you can only do one spiritual practice, is the one that I would encourage. And I remember years ago, Oprah Winfrey, when she did her show, she helped change the world's consciousness in so many ways. She loved unity. Maya Angelou, who was her mentor, introduced her to unity. Maya adored unity. And part of that was the whole concept of being in gratitude. And so she talked to people about the importance and taught people to do a gratitude journal. Remember those? The whole country. I talked to people at work that I would never have thought would be doing something like that. And they were talking about gratitude journals and how it had shifted the way they thought of things. If you can begin your morning just being open and grateful for something, sometimes it's huge. Today's my birthday. I made it another year. Sometimes this is going to be a difficult day, but I can smell the coffee brewing in the kitchen. I'm going to go have a cup of coffee. It can be big, it can be little, it can be deeply personal, but it shifts your energetic field into one that is more in alignment with grace. Because grace is simply the awareness of the presence of God, no matter what is transpiring in the outer world. Because we all go through times of deep challenge and fear and anger and frustration and loss. It's part of this realm of duality that I actually call the realm of polarity, because it's the energies, and we usually dance somewhere in the middle. And the classic symbol for the chalice well is the union of opposites where they cross over, and there's a place where each is whole and yet they are also one. Can you imagine? To me, that's how we get peace on earth, is not trying to change the other into us. One of the great writers for National Geographic said, other cultures are not simply a failed attempt at being you. They have their own beauty, their own wonder, and to be grateful for that. That's one of the things I love the most about traveling, is to just go in and be open to whatever the culture is. And each one's different. The language sounds different. The wine tastes different. Different kinds of food, different kinds of music. But there is a commonality to it all as well. And so, to me, peace will come when we can each be our whole, complete circle ourselves, walk up to another complete circle, let our energies touch and harmonize without harming or judging the other. Gratitude, I think, is one of the paths that lets us do that and helps us do that. To be grateful that we're all unique and different. Is that easy for me to do when I turn on the television? Sometimes no. But does it mean I want to try? Yes. Yes. Unity was founded, it was part of the New Thought movement around the turn of the century from the 1800s into the 1900s. And one of the things that they really stressed was the fact that God is with each of us and in each of us. It brought back the old Gnostic tradition, the church of love, where the important thing, the teachings and the message of Jesus was all about love one another. And he said, judge not by outer appearance. He didn't say don't judge at all, because we're automatically needing to qualify and quantify so we can make a choice as to what we're going to do. But it's when you are caught up in the negativity of it that things then go the wrong direction very quickly. And so it's about recognizing that the presence of God is in everyone and everything. The church of love. Judge not by outer appearances, because outer appearances will mess us up most times. How often have you talked to someone that you've had a disagreement with and you thought they were believing this or saying this, and you explain that to them and they go, I wasn't thinking that at all. But if we can speak the truth with love, it's not speaking your truth. It's not being a whole circle, but it's doing it with love and with gratitude that we live in this amazing world with such infinite variety of divine expression, with grace that can bring us together. One of my favorite scriptures about gratitude and grace comes from 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18. Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances. Isn't that wonderful? If I could just remember to do that, I would be abiding in joy and peace and love. Rejoice always. Be happy in gratitude. Pray without ceasing. Let go of outer appearances and look at things through the eyes of prayer, where you see with love. Then you can truly be in gratitude and give thanks in all circumstances, not just the ones you like. In all circumstances. Eric Butterworth, one of the great unity teachers in Discover the Power Within You, that was Oprah's first unity book, and she actually talked about it on her show a number of times, said this: bless everything and your life will be blessed with riches hereto undreamed of. Bless everything. His mantra was, God is my instant, constant, and abundant source of supply. We have that in our church prayer. God is my instant, constant, and abundant source of supply. Deep gratitude. Myrtle Fillmore said this: heaven and earth listen and respond to the soul that is quickened in praise and thanksgiving. You're energetically shifting your energy to be in alignment with higher energies. So heaven and earth respond. It's not just one or the other. They both respond to a field of gratitude and thanksgiving where we are quickened. And I love that term, quickened. It's not one we use much anymore. But when I was a nurse, the quickening was the first time a mother felt the baby move. It was called the quickening. We have spiritual quickenings where that little flutter of energy lets us know there is something there that's growing that we can pay attention to. And so the soul is quickened. It comes to life, new life, with praise and thanksgiving. Charles Fillmore, her husband, who was the co-founder of the movement with Myrtle, said, "Those of us who have discovered that man has been endowed by God with every good thing find that by rejoicing, thanksgiving, and gratitude, we open the door to higher things." We're in alignment with higher energies, and therefore new things can happen. Our perceptions shift. So the first 3 things that we did for the first 3 months back in 2019 was, the first is begin anew, letting yourself start over, start fresh. I don't know about you, but when I've been able to do that, I am so grateful that I can let the mistakes I made go and say, okay, I learned from them. I can start fresh. You can be born anew, new possibilities. It's the presence of gratitude as hope. When you realize that you can think and intend something new in this moment. George Eliot says, it's never too late to be who you might have been. Never too late. Never, no matter what your age, your circumstance. That is recognizing that every breath is beginning anew. I believe that every breath and every heartbeat is a physical level of body that is expressing your soul's willingness to be present in this world, to bless and to be blessed. Every breath, every heartbeat is a commitment to be present in the midst of this world. H. Emily Cady in Lessons in Truth said, there is something about the mental act of thanksgiving that seems to carry the human mind far beyond the region of doubt into the clear atmosphere of faith and trust where all things are possible. Hope. Recognize, be in gratitude that you can begin anew with the next getting up in the morning, with your next breath, with your next choice. You can always begin anew. I'm grateful for that one for sure. The next one is attend to the heart. So beginning anew, thinking and intending, is working things at the level of mind and perception, because it's not so much about what's going on, it's how do we interpret and perceive it. 2 people can be having the same experiences, but their perception of what's going on and what it means can be polar opposite. I had a friend who was a policeman years ago when I was a hospital chaplain, and he said, if there's a crime scene and you've got a couple of people all telling exactly the same story, I know they're all lying, and they're in collusion. He said, because everybody sees things differently. And so to think and to intend is the first step with your mind, where you choose how you're going to perceive things. Looking at your own possibilities. What do you intend? This month we're going to be sending out the intentions you wrote for the year back at the very first of the year in January. Those are coming out this month. I got very clearly early in the year they need to go out during the month of gratitude. Gratitude for what you've done so far. Gratitude for the fact you've still got some of the year left to finish up what you wanted to do. So beginning anew and then attending the heart. One of the things that empowers our thoughts is our feelings. If we love something, if we care deeply, the more deeply we care, the more it impels that energy out into the world. Love is evolutionary energy par excellence. It has been called that by Jean Houston. Charles Fillmore says it's the harmonizing power of the universe. Love, caring. Thank heavens every thought I have that goes through my brain doesn't manifest. But there are those that I intend with more clarity, that I pray about, and then I put my love and caring into them, and then they go forward. It's the engine that moves your thoughts out into the world, your connections, your caring. And to be in gratitude opens your heart to see that presence in more places than you ever would have imagined. The world is sometimes a little like that story of the little boy that finds a whole stall full of horse poop for his birthday, and he gets all excited, and they said, "Why are you excited? With all of this here, there's got to be a pony in here somewhere." It's up to us to believe and to look for the pony, because it's always there. Some gifts from Spirit, from your soul journey of life are harder to unwrap than others. But there's always a gift in the midst of everything. Brother David Stendhal Rast, who I admire so deeply, says this: "The heart is where we belong. We grow in love when we grow in gratefulness. We grow in love when we grow in gratefulness. We also grow in gratefulness when we grow in love. This makes gratitude a school in which one learns to love." Isn't that beautiful? Gratitude as a school in which we learn to love. And Emmett Fox reminds us that there is no difficulty that enough love will not conquer. So it's gratitude and love that moves things forward. And then the third piece, you've begun anew and thought it, conceived it, intended it, you've dropped it into your heart, you've empowered it with love and caring and connection, and then you have to live it. It has to take embodied form. That's one of the things that I love about the Church of Amour versus the classic Christian theology, is that our embodiment is just as blessed as our soul and our spirit. It's all divinely created. It all comes from that same source of the divine. And so compassionate service is where gratitude can meet your connections to the world and your presence in the world. It's about, what do you want to do with your life's time, energy, purpose, and connections? What do you want to do with those? Goff said, "Knowing is not enough. We must apply." Rats. I thought maybe if I just knew that would do it. Nope. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. Sounds like Yoda, doesn't it? Don't try, do. Ancient wisdom in new forms. Will Rogers, I've always thought he was wonderful, coming from Texas. And he said, if you wait until you are ready, you will wait forever. So your compassionate service, your willingness to be the presence of blessings given and received, allowing others to give to you, that flow of divine energy is the greatest gift of service you can give the world. For many of us, either giving or receiving is easier. To learn to do both is to allow that divine breath of God to move in and through and as you, where you are blessed, but you are also blessing. when I went back through my notes, I came across the 5 tenets of compassionate action. And I loved it because I looked at the top of my notes for that particular talk. This comes from the example of St. Francis of Assisi, who we all love and who Tom did the St. Francis service while I was gone. And these tenets of compassionate action, the Sunday that I presented them was Sunday, March 10th, 2019, Time Change Sunday. And I thought, interesting. So from another Time Change Sunday, the 5 tenets of compassionate action. And I'll be sure I put these on the website this week so you can remember what they are. The first one, so this is living gratitude, blessing and be blessing. Number 1 is be brave. Be willing to go beyond your comfort zone. Be willing to make little hops or great leaps of faith. So be brave. Number 2, start small. So often we think, oh my gosh, I could never be St. Francis of Assisi. But you can do small things that take you on that path. So you become and embody that same blessed energy. Years ago, I read that if you want to get to heaven, to Valhalla, to Shambhala, whatever term you want to call it, there's only one way to get there. And that's to make sure each step is in that direction. And so this reminds us you can start small with your presence in the world, like learning. We start small and then we do bigger things. So one step at a time. Number 3, use what you've got. I don't know about you all, but so many times I go, well, I'll do that when I get smarter. I'll do that when I have more time. I'll do that when I think I can do it better. The old perfectionist in me was one that haunted me for most of my life. And using what you've got is recognizing the blessings you have right now and just starting where you are. There is no place else you can start anyway than right where you are. So don't delay, just start where you are with what you have in the moment. It will be more than sufficient, and the universe will provide you with more as you take each step in that right direction. Number 4, I loved. Do something you enjoy. So often we think, oh, service and work, it's got to be dreary and heavy and responsible. In Scotland, they say the angels fly because they take things so lightly. It's important for us to do things that bring us joy. Number 1, we're sharing more from our authentic self. We're not trying to push a boulder uphill that the minute we let go of it is going to roll back down on us because it's not authentic. If it's something that you love and you enjoy that makes your heart sing, you put more of yourself into it and you're more willing to do it because you know that it's part of why you are here and now. And number 5, don't overcommit. That's the one that I've tried to work on. Don't overcommit. When you get overwhelmed, you don't have the energy and the focus and the sense of centeredness to be able to be really present and to be in gratitude. I laughed this last week because people said, oh, you look so rested, you look 10 years younger. And I said, okay, I've figured out what my schedule needs to be. I'll cruise for a month, and then I'll do Unity for a month. And then I'll cruise for a month, and then I'll do Unity for a month. And what I realized was that I am so incredibly blessed and grateful because As joyous as I was about going to have a month off to rest and to be with my beloved and our friends and to adventure the world, I was equally in joy to come back to all of you and to be in service to all of you. I am so incredibly blessed to have all of you. And so one of the things that I've promised myself is to learn the lesson, don't overcommit. Do the things that are mine to do, but don't try and carry everything. I went to a massage just before I went on the trip, and what I got during the course of the massage, I had all kinds of tension in my neck, which she was amazed was totally gone last week. But I had lots of tension in my neck and my shoulders. That's where I've always carried my tension. And she worked on it, and I relaxed a bunch. And while I was in meditation, while she was working on me, Spirit said, "You carry the people in your heart. You don't have to carry them on your shoulders and your back." And so there are times we carry each other willingly and joyfully in gratitude to be able to be of service and be there with each other, but also to be gentle with ourselves. Be gentle with yourself as well. Let yourself be called into service. Be brave. Start small. Use what you've got. Do something you enjoy, and don't overcommit. Be gentle. If you can remember those things, you can be that light that we sang about at the beginning of service in the world. You can be the presence of peace in our world. It starts with each and every one of us. And we're going to spend this whole month dancing in what does it mean to be in gratitude, to really get at every level that we are both blessed and blessing. Oh, and what a miracle of grace that truly is. Let us pray. Oh, sweet, sweet Spirit, in you we live and move and have our being. Oh, let us open in willingness to being profoundly grateful for the gift of life, for the unfolding of soul, for the people that we get to share this world with, and for the difference we can make by holding the light, by being the presence, by beholding the divine in one and in all. May we expand our understanding and the boundaries of our gratitude until every breath in and out is a thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is. Om, amen, and blessed be. So are you ready to sing? I've been talking, now it's your turn to use your voices. So stand, and we're going to do Give Me Oil in My Lamp, which is wonderful. That's letting yourself be refilled on an ocean cruise of spirit.
Give me oil in my lamp, keep me burning. Give me oil in my lamp, I pray. Give me oil in my lamp, keep me burning. And keep me burning till the break of day. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing to the King. Give me love in my heart, keep me serving. Give me love in my heart, I pray. Give me love in my heart, keep me serving. Keep me serving till the break of day. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King. Give me joy in my heart, keep me singing. Give me joy in my heart, I pray. Give me joy in my heart, keep me singing. Keep me singing till the break of day. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King.
Woo! Please be seated, and I give you our beloved David.
Sing Hosanna to the break of day, huh? All right, well, this is a time in our service where we receive the offering, so I invite you to take out your offering and we'll bless it as we do here each week. Again, it is a statement of truth. And together we'll say that statement. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am grateful.
Gratitude for me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful.
I am so grateful. Grateful for these gifts. Grateful for the attention that we place on these gifts. The intention that each person may find their own place of gratitude. Grateful for just the breath that they get to take and the next. Gratitude for the beauty of this planet. Gratitude for a neighbor, a friend, a helping hand. And understand the source of all of that and so much more. For when we find that source, we find the commonality that we are all part of a great, glorious whole. Each here, on point, on purpose. We talk about peace, set the intention for peace. How cool would it be if we all just took a second and said, I'm going to stand for peace in this moment, and did that collectively across the whole globe? Things would shift. So we send these gifts out with that intention, that the peace in the heart of each individual may come forward and shine. What is it like? Something on decks. Souls on decks. Yes.
Like
there we go.
else.
There we go. Let each soul feel that, live that, be that, and in doing so, create heaven on earth. And let's do that in our lifetime. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we have announcements. So next Saturday, what time does that thing start? Let me see here. 5 o'clock. We have this beautiful dinner planned and a service following the dinner here in the sanctuary, a meditation service. There are 9 spots left. So if you have not put your name on that list to show up for this dinner, there's 9 of you have opportunities. So be aware, because 35 is our magic number as far as the space goes. So, and with that, there's a fee that's between $30 and $50. It's sliding because we want you to be able to participate, and it also, part of it goes to the service that follows. So whatever between 30 and 50, and can we pay today, or are we going to do it? Okay, so if you've got your remuneration today, we'll take it from you, for sure, and we'll mark you on the list. One of the things it doesn't serve, however, if you can't make it for some reason or another, let somebody know. Last time we did this, we had people that would have liked to have come and didn't know that there could have been somebody dropped out. So if for some reason you can't make it, and you've got your name on the list, please let us know so we can share that seat with somebody else. Okay, we got Festival Lights going on too. There's sign-up sheets out in the fellowship hall. We are getting closer and closer. I was looking at the calendar back there, and the end of the month is sooner than I think. I hate to say it, but it is. And we got a concert on December 3rd with David Michael. David Michael is a harpist. He was my neighbor for a number of years, and he's an extraordinary musician. And he's going to do a harp concert on Sunday, December 3rd at 2 p.m. So, wow, right in the middle of Festival of Lights. That's going to be great. And let's see. We have... Ooh, right. Let me make sure I get this straight. Okay. I'm going to just read this so that I don't screw it up. Not that I better do something like that, but it's possible. Now, you are invited for a conversation about grief and the holidays. The holidays can be particularly difficult a time when grieving the death of a loved one. Gather with us to discuss the many expressions of grief, receive ideas about how to navigate the season with greater ease. This event is being offered twice, Thursday, November 16th from 1 to 2:30, and Wednesday, December 6th from 4 to 5:30. And there is a RSVP and a website or a email address. It'll be on the website if it's not already. And it's facilitated by Allison Kreisner, and it'll be in the Hearth Room. And there's a suggested love offering with that. So, Kreisner, is that right? Ring a bell? Okay. Anyway, so grief in the holidays. Yes, this is a time of the year a lot of things that have shifted before come to play. So, I certainly understand why this was an important thing to do. And you know, as Pam always says, we don't do this alone. Not only do we have spirit, but we have spirit with skin on that have walked this path, have gone through the trials and tribulations of life ahead of us or behind us or beside us. So it's always good to have that kind of support to be able to navigate some of the stuff that comes up. And one thing about spirit and life is it tends to come up. I don't know what, you think I learned that lesson once, and why does it keep coming up? Clearly, there must be more for me to learn. So, okay, I got it. And then there's all sorts of things going on. We got a kirtans coming up the 9th, and there's just a whole bunch of stuff. It's all on the website, unitypt.org. And there's an interactive calendar. You can just punch your little thing there, and it'll pop up and tell you what it is, who's in charge, how to get a hold of somebody. It's all right there. It's pretty slick. So with that, I think we will, I want to remind everybody of the prayer box back of the sanctuary. Your prayer requests will be held by the church for a week, and then we send it on to Silent Unity for 30 days additional prayer. In addition, Teresa and Sharon are holding the High Watch today, and they'll be available for personal positive prayer following service, should you so choose. So you can hold it in mind, you can write it down, or you can speak it. There's power. It kind of grows at a scale that goes up. Pam talks about our emotions, and that is a kind of the driving force behind our prayers. So we can think about them, but when we speak them, there's a place for your emotions to have a voice. So if there's something heavy on your heart or something you want to be joyful about, see one of these two ladies following service, and they'll be happy to pray with you. And with that, let's form a circle around.
David, excuse me.
Oh.
Are you going to do birthdays today?
Yes. But I have to form a circle first. Why? You're not going to have one today?
Well, actually, this guy and I, 10 years ago, became officially married to each other. We were the first marriage in his church. And I hope we are grateful.
Well, funny thing about that, if you're an anniversary or a birthday, come on in the middle. Teresa and I celebrated our 54th anniversary.
And Ron has a birthday, and we have our anniversary, but we'll be up here. But well, he's got to play.
Okay, we can do without them.
Oh.
We'll just sing it when you come to then.
The face of God, I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. All right, turn around here. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Happy anniversary. Happy Thanksgiving.
Awesome. Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
There we go. $54 years.
54.
Wow.
Who would have thunk it, right?
It's not even supposed to be that.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, united all are we. Yes, we walk walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every breath I take, yes, this is my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.
And we know the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Woo! Huh? 54. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
The deal.